and go.
Well, congratulations. Your new pool is beautiful, but now we have to learn how to operate this thing.
All right.
In our box here, we have our 2 breakers. A great big one for our filter pump and a little one for our pool light.
Okay.
Now, guys, our big breaker is GFCI protected right on the breaker. That means these GFCI protected breakers are very quick to trip in the event of a storm. When a breaker trips, it'll flip into a middle or neutral position. You'll know that the breaker tripped if for some reason the pump wasn't running. And to reset that breaker, you turn it off and then back on to reset it.
Okay.
Now this little breaker here for this outlet and our pool light, that's GFCI protected at that outlet, just like you have in the kitchen and bathrooms.
Okay.
So if for some reason you came to turn on the pool light and it didn't turn on, hit the little rectangle. That usually brings it right back to light.
Cool.
Now, we mentioned earlier, this is our pool light. And every time I turn it off and back on in quick succession, all I'm doing is taking whatever color I'm looking at, because I have 15 choices, 10 fixed colors and 5 shows, and I'm putting it to the bottom of the deck. When I get to something I enjoy, at the end of the night, when I turn it off, as long as it's been off for 10 seconds, it'll save it in its little memory. So the next night when you come out and turn it on, it'll go there. That being said, when you turn it on, it's going to blink at you a little bit, because in its little mind, it's rifling through that deck to get back to the color you were at.
Okay.
So, you know, some people go, well, that's not the color I picked, and they jump the gun, and then they're really somewhere out there. So let's not do that to ourselves.
Okay.
Let's come on around here to this side of our pool, our equipment, and let's look at how our system operates.
Okay.
In normal operation, we suck water up from those main drains, that's one pipe, main drain, and in from our 2 skimmers. And it goes into our pump and out of our pump and through our filter and out of our filter and through our leaking chlorinator. And then, in normal operation, it returns to our pool.
Okay.
I want you to notice there's an arrow here and an arrow there and an arrow here and an arrow there.
Yeah.
They denote 2 things. Not just water flow, but more importantly, the direction the handles are supposed to be in normal operation. So at a glance, you know if everything's right with the world. Your kids are big, but when my boys were younger, I'd come home and find all my valves in one direction. And you ask the age-old question, who was messing with the pool? And I just want to let you know, no one has ever messed with the pool.
Okay.
It's simply a pool miracle. So just be aware. Right now, I have this like this, so I'm permitting some water to go to the cleaner line because it reduces the pressure at that vessel. So our little leak isn't going to be so bad until we get it fixed.
Okay.
That being said, we're going to run our pool for about 4 hours at a clip. We'll brush the pool, let it run for a few hours, then turn it off, and then later on turn it on for about 4 hours, brushing the pool, and turn it off. That way we're not hemorrhaging water, okay?
Okay.
And it can certainly handle that for a while. Now, while we're looking at our valves, I wrote us a note and a little cryptic pictograph that says brush pool. The process of brushing pool is to get all this plaster dust out of here.
Yeah.
And look, all I do is follow the dots around with this valve. I go like this. By doing that, when this word off faces a pipe, that pipe is turned off. Now I'm only sucking water from the main drain. I've turned off the skimmers because what we're going to be brushing out is kind of heavy. Let's pause for a minute and learn how to brush.
All right.